At QuestionPro Workforce, we know how important it is for our clients to be able to effectively analyze their open-ended questions. There are a lot of times that employees share really important information with us, and we want to as quickly and easily be able to take action on it. And so in the portal, we have two different ways that you can analyze your open-ended data. I'll show you both and focus a little bit more on the sentiment that we just released. So inherently, a lot of the questions that are asked in employee surveys could be positive or negative in nature. For example, what did you like the most? What did you like the least? In those cases, sentiment does not add a lot of value because the answers are going to be positive or opportunities to improve. So in that case, you can have a choice to not have a color-coded answer, and it's all blue. And in this case, for example, is what is one thing about Wayne Enterprise culture about your job that you like the most, right? So here, what we found is that work life balance is the answer. We created all of these different themes that have not only keywords, but actually concepts behind them. And what that allows us to do is grab a greater percentage of comments and categorize them because it's not an exact keyword to keyword match, but it's actually what is the meaning behind that keyword and what are some synonyms or groups of words that we can use to label the question. And so, for example, here, wow, work life balance is one of the key themes. If I click into it, I can see all of the different answers that were provided that were labeled with work-life balance. So if I really want to dig in and see when employees talked about work-life balance, what did they say? I have all of those comments in one place. And then I can also click on the concepts. And in this case, well, flexibility is really one of the things that came up quite a bit and one of the main reasons why work-life balance as a theme showed up. So now, that's one option of how you can analyze the question. If you wanted to, you can also add sentiment to it. And so, as I was mentioning here, there are just a couple that didn't come out as positive, but by and far, because of the nature of the question, everything that somebody provided was positive in nature. Now, if you look at a different kind of question that says, is there anything we didn't ask in the survey that you'd like to share? You get a lot more mixed results, and that's where the sentiment really comes in as being useful. No surprise, compensation, a lot of times people are not really thrilled with it. Career progression, a lot of times is, something that comes up higher, learning and development, etc. And so the same thing like we saw in themes, or in the text analysis without the sentiment, if you click in to career progression, you can see what are the reasons that people mentioned they were not necessarily satisfied with it. And then what were some of the concepts behind what drove that analysis to give a little more transparency around how different things were classified. From a setup standpoint, it's really easy to enter the widget. You just go in, you click a plus sign, you choose on text analysis, then you can add your title, optional description. And here is where you decide if you want to turn the sentiment on or not. And that's how I created those two different widgets. The ones that didn't have anything color coded in green or red, I just left the sentiment off. And the ones that did have it coded, I turned the sentiment on. So it's easy as that. So I hope you enjoy it. And I hope that this new edition of sentiment analysis and enhanced text labeling allows you to get even more value out of your open-ended comments.